Hey everybody, let's have a little talk here. Okay, so it's really warm around here. Temperatures have been going up to mid-50s. This time of year, that's great. I wanted to fish this one spot that I've been to before, and darn it, I do not know what they're doing here with the Paulins Kill River. They're trying to make some changes here to get better fish migration, but they've absolutely obliterated few of the holding areas that the fish love to school in, and they're absolutely killing it. And this is what I've come to right here. They're trying to restore something that had really no problems. I was here not so long ago and had this beautiful fishing section, which is now gone. And you can kind of see where the water was. And they've taken out this dam. And now that they've taken this dam down, they've absolutely killed, I mean killed, this area that was full of life, full of fish, beautiful spot. I don't know what their thoughts are. Further downstream, it comes down to a point where they've lowered the water so much that there's rocky areas these fish can't get through. So they're getting locked into these smaller areas, and they basically have to rely on a flood to be able to move. This was all water, where all this riprap is. That was all water up to this level. What they think is progress is taking away really, really good fishing areas. By order of the police, we're not supposed to be here, but I'm documenting this, and I think that's what I want to do. I think you should see the kind of craziness that's happening here. So if I get ticketed, it's all for this, you know. So we're gonna keep an eye out too and make sure we're out of here fast. Beautiful area. And this is the price of progress. So now they've taken this down. And I don't want to get too close because I'm sure it is dangerous. You can see how high the water was. It's really a shame. And where's all this broken concrete going? I'm sure it's staying in the river. I mean, I'm sure there's still good fishing here. It definitely took a lot of the water out of it. It's going to be very shallow. Yeah, I was all excited. I'm like, ooh, you know what? We've had 2 days of 50-degree weather. I'm gonna take a shot at getting out here and maybe throwing a few casts in. But that's not gonna happen. This beautiful area has been reduced to a small stream. And maybe that's great for the trout. But what about the walleye? What about the smallmouth bass? What about the panfish that lived in here? I mean, are they just getting washed away? And will they come back? Will they thrive downriver? I don't know. And this could explain some of the reasoning I've been having such a tough time further down river. It's possible that the water now is moving so quickly that it's changing the dynamics of this river. All right, well, I just wanted to vent a little bit. You know, I'm all for progress and all for making fishing better, but the transition of doing it is almost a tad bit shameful. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you agree or not. So I'm a little further downstream, and I just wanted to take a look to see how taking out the dam has made a big difference. So we're going to make our way down through here. I've never been to this spot before, so this is going to be new to me, and oh, it's going to be new to you too. But this is another section of the Paulins Kill. It does look like the water's a little calmer here, which is good. There's some speed to it. I don't have a fishing rod with me today, or with me right now. Let's not fall. Okay, so this is the Paulins Kill Trail. I've biked this trail many times. It's a lot of fun. And this water looks good to me. pretty deep. It looks like the level is evening out further upstream, and we're only about maybe a quarter mile, half mile down the road. But I wanted to see if the water levels were lower because of the loss of the dam. But it seems to be pretty close to normal, actually. We have had a lot of rain today, so this could be up a bit. And you got a lot of stuff hanging out there. You know, my thoughts were when I came out here was to do a little fishing because it's mild and we had some rain. Not really seeing a good spot to really cast in other than getting in there. I have a couple fishing rods that I just leave in my Jeep. They're not great. They're just kind of ones just in case I happen to come across something quick. I can just go out there, throw a couple casts in. If I catch fish, great. If I don't, well, that's okay too. I don't have great equipment with me today. Don't have my tackle box. I just have a couple weird stuff. Rattle trap. I think I have a Cinco on a Texas rig, that sort of stuff. So maybe I will drop in here. Here's a nice little spot over here. We'll throw the Cinco in a couple times. What do you think? Could it hurt? Let's give it a shot. Let's throw a few in. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. What do we got here? We got the Avengers rod. And I got another rod over there with the rattle trap on it. I don't think rattle trap's the way to go. Let's give this a shot. I mean, it seems a bit crazy, but you know what? We're right here. Let's go ahead, throw it in a couple times. If we catch something, we catch something. If we don't, we don't. It's just a little quick excursion. This is slick. This is really slick. And yeah, we're gonna fish right over here. So let's give this a whirl. Fishing our Avenger rod. Caught fish on this thing. I've definitely caught fish on this thing. Here's a broken rod right here. I gotta be honest with you, I've seen worse. Paulins Kill River fishing. Oop, well, we gotta unbail that thing with a black Cinco. Let's see what happens. We're hung up. Hey, we got it. Hey, we had some leaves. You see, it casts pretty good. Rain's starting to come down a little harder now. See if we can get this a little more upriver. You know, for a tiny little thing, this casts fairly well. We're doing it. We're trying to do it. It's not really what we should be throwing here at all. We hooked into something here. Let's move on. Let's go further down the river. Beautiful spot. More of a trout spot in my opinion. I don't know if, you know, everywhere you can almost catch bass, but you know, some bass really on the river systems, they really like it deep. They're not into this shallow stuff like the trout are. Okay, we're making our way back over to the Jeep. So a little fishing here, but yeah, it's not I really don't have that. I should have a little spinner here. You know, I could probably do something with it, but all right, well, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for hearing me rant. This river's beautiful. It really is a beautiful river. I'm very fortunate to have these areas to fish so close to where I live. But the fishing's been tough as of late. All right, let's go. So I'm, for the most part, just really driving along, and I scoped out another spot. We're gonna take a ride over there and see if we can get to it. Another little dam section, so we'll have to take a look. I think we're gonna go ahead and stick with the half a worm here and see what we can do with this guy. It's more just to kind of check things out. Really, I guess the idea here is we're doing a little recon. Still kind of shallow, so I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we're over the river. We're over this little dam. So we have this little dam here. I was kind of like not even sure where we were. Let's throw it like right out in that spot. So if I was at some of these areas, like some of the falls that I've fished before, sometimes the fish will hang out and they'll let whatever kind of gets in here almost get knocked out a little bit. Never fished here before. This is a nice spot. This is a really nice spot. I really wish I had a spinner, but it is what it is. We'll give it a shot. My confidence is low. So this is a very nice area for sure, but I just don't feel that I have the right equipment for the job here. You know, I really feel like this is more trout type fishing. I don't know. Sometimes the pickerel and the bass, they do hang out here, carp, but yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that looks like that would be the case for here. But I'll throw a couple more casts in. I mean, I'm fishing with a half-eaten Cinco. So, you know, it's either that or a rattle trap. What do you think? Exactly. And not only that, I'm fishing with the Avenger rod. Like I said, this little guy casts. I do get a good cast with this little guy. Shakespeare ugly stick. Boy, I feel that go over. Feels pretty good. It's like, wow. What we were talking about with taking that other section out, I don't think this really has affected this area all that bad. Based on what I'm seeing here for water levels, I don't think the water was going much deeper than what we're looking at here. It's possible it could go over where I'm standing, but I don't think that taking that dam out affected the river flow at all. You know, maybe I might do a little trout fishing this year. I'm not much of a trout fisherman, but you know, fishing with spinners and lures, I'm all about lures. I really enjoy fishing with lures. Kind of nice not to have a bunch of stinky worms in your car. Just pull something out and fish with it. This is not my optimum, but it is, it wasn't stinky before I got here. We did some fishing here, and you know, like I said, you know, I just don't think that this guy was probably the best unit we could be fishing with, but it was what I had. And you know, it's been raining all day, so I'm basically in between the raindrops right now. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I had some fun. I'm happy to see that the river system is not damaged, or doesn't seem to have affected it very much with taking out that dam. That would be the second dam that I know of on the Paulins Kill that has been taken down. Now, all in the effort of conservation. We'll see. Does it really conserve the fish? Are the fish able to migrate better? Okay, let's put this guy in here. Just one of those videos where we're kind of taking a look at the Paulins Kill River. You know, I really wasn't expecting to do any fishing today, so, you know, just being it's been raining so bad, but at 55 degrees and, you know, catching yourself in between the raindrops, we had to give it a shot. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.